And for the headlines, weather forecast. Pag-asa, continued humid conditions expected due to easterly winds. Local news. Mayor Clarex responds to the issue of the deteriorating state of the Pagalungan sanitary landfill falsehood. A 1-year-old child dies in a fire in Cagayan De Oro. Mayor Clarex comments on Kokpo. Strong condemnation of the killing of the business person and couple. Business person killed. Live-in partner implicated in the shooting in Cagayan De Oro. Marcos envisions Basilan as the future hub for food and fisheries production in the Philippines. A prayer vigil was held for the conflict in Makati and Taguig. International news. Trump secures party vote in 3 U.S. states, moving closer to nomination. Entertainment. Morissette speaks out about her performance being perceived as less impressive at the event. Devoted fans of Taylor Swift embark on an expensive journey to attend the pop star's exclusive Southeast Asian concert. Sports. Jerry Yee asserts there was no ethical violation in taking the UE coaching position despite suspension. In the UAAP, Layakan continues to impress as LaSalle dominates against UP. International feature. Elon Musk initiates legal action against OpenAI, claiming a breach of the organization's mission. National feature. Tom Rodriguez makes a comeback on stage in the play Ibarra. Trivia. The scientific explanation behind those stunning and flawless sunsets. Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga, Luzon, ug may adlaw, Visayas ug Mindanao. Today is Tuesday, March 4, 2024. I am Athalia P. Saniel. Weather forecast. Pag-asa. Continued humid conditions expected due to easterly winds. Anticipate warm and humid conditions across the most regions of the country, as indicated by the State Weather Bureau on Saturday. The northeast monsoon, or amihan, is expected to bring overcast skies and light precipitation to northern Luzon, particularly in Cagayan Valley and Apayao. In contrast, fair weather with the possibility of isolated light rains foreseen in the Ilocos region, Cordillera, and Aurora. Meanwhile, the rest of the country, including Metro Manila, will experience humidity due to the influence of easterlies, the winds originating from the Pacific Ocean. Weather forecaster Alcazar Aurelio emphasized that the amihan continues to affect northern Luzon while the easterlies impact the remaining parts of the country, including Metro Manila, resulting in a humid climate. Expect variable weather conditions. Local news. Mayor Clarex responds to the issue of the deteriorating state of the Pagalungan sanitary landfill falsehood. Former City Mayor Oscar Moreno and incumbent 1st District City Councilor Amy Moreno's statement regarding the alleged deteriorating condition of the multi-million peso engineered sanitary landfill in Barangay Pagalungan, Cagayan de Oro is labeled as false by current City Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy. This comes after a site inspection led by Glenro manager, Engineer Armen Cuenca, witnessed by over 20 media members. Mayor Uy asserts that the Morenos have fabricated the story of the landfill being full and lacking maintenance, contrary to what the invited media observed on site. Amy is criticized for not taking action on the council's special report about the landfill's real situation. Meanwhile, former Mayor Oscar Moreno welcomes the actual inspection by Glenro, along with media representatives, addressing the landfill's conditions, impacting the waste collection efforts in the city. Despite challenges, Moreno urges the city government to sustain efforts in addressing the waste issue seriously. Media members near the City Hall had previously dispelled claims of order and mismanagement in waste handling in the city. A 1-year-old child dies in fire in Cagayan de Oro City. The observance of Fire Prevention Month by the Bureau of Fire Protection or BFP Cagayan de Oro District in the city took a somber turn after a year-old boy succumbed to a fire in Sitio Mangahan, Barangay Balulang yesterday afternoon. Balulang Barangay Captain Edwin Mikabini identified the victim as Carl Anthony Corpus, who was among the 20 houses engulfed in flames. According to Mikabani, initial investigations revealed that the mother had just stepped out when the fire suddenly broke out, trapping the child inside. Although initially rescued from the fire, the child tragically lost his life when he was hit by a burning tarpaulin as he headed towards safety. BFP Carmen Station Commander SFO4 Emmanuel Paculba further stated that the fire originated from the house of Christy Belgulo, causing significant structural damage amounting to 350 million pesos. Despite this heartbreaking incident, BFP Cagayan de Oro District continues its awareness activities for Fire Prevention Month. The recent surge in fires in the city since January, resulting in 2 fatalities and 4 injuries, remains a cause for concern. Mayor Clarex comments on Kokpo, strong condemnation of the killing of the businessperson and couple. City Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy has directed City Police Director Colonel Salvador Radam to promptly resolve 2 separate shooting incidents that occurred within a day in Cagayan de Oro. The mayor pinpointed the death of Leonard Calunod Lake, a 38-year-old businessperson from Kiburao, Quezon, Bukidnon, who was shot during a transaction in Zone 2 Lower Bulwa. Aside from Lake, a couple Arnel Intes and Shin Baclayo from Igpit, Opol survived another shooting incident where they were targeted by thieves who attempted to steal their motorcycle. Kokpo spokesperson Police Lieutenant Colonel Evan Viñas mentioned that their office has initiated a case build-up to charge the perpetrator of Lake's murder. While the suspects in both incidents have managed to evade arrest, there is information indicating that one of them has voluntarily surrendered to the police. Business person killed, live-in partner implicated in the shooting in Cagayan de Oro. City Police Director Colonel Salvador Radam has tasked their intelligence operatives to swiftly address 2 separate shooting incidents, resulting in the death of a business person and the assault on his live-in partner within the Bulwa Police Station's area of responsibility in Cagayan de Oro City. The victim, Leonard Laque, a Quezon Bukidnon resident, engaged in a transaction involving a local product in Barangay Bulwa. Investigations revealed that Laque's sale of the product to another customer angered the assailant, leading to the shooting in Zone 2 Lower Bulwa. Additionally, Laque's live-in partner Arnel Entis from Opol and Seguwen, a resident of Medina, became a victim of theft as their motorcycle was stolen by armed robbers in Kinasanghan, Barangay Ipunan. Eric Piedeverde, a lending collector, was initially the target of the armed assailant but resisted, prompting him to be shot by miraculously surviving. The suspect attempted to flee but encountered the live-in partners, resulting in a shootout before escaping in an unknown direction. National news. Marcos envisions Basilan as the future hub for food and fisheries production in the Philippines. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. expressed his administration's ambition to transform the once war-torn Basilan into the Philippines' food and fisheries production center, highlighting the region's favorable geographical location and quality soil in a speech. Marcos Jr. emphasized its potential role in addressing the country's food security challenges. He assured Basilan of the national government's commitment to supporting its transformation against the war on hunger. Recognizing the region's history, Marcos praised Basilan for resisting violence and commended its people for standing firm in building peace, promoting unity, and fostering diverse communities. The president marked his visit by overseeing the destruction of 400 loose firearms and distributing motorcycles to former rebels and gun owners. A prayer vigil was held for the conflict in Makati and Taguig. Members of the Defend Makati group held a prayer vigil on Saturday night, seeking reconciliation between the local governments of Makati and Taguig amid the recent tensions over Makati Park. Perfecto Bordalio, a resident affected by the transfer of 10 barangays from Makati to Taguig last year, expressed concerns about the impact on residents and called for a fair process in resolving the dispute. Mario Bustarga Jr., who confronted the Taguig Traffic Management Office over the park incident, emphasized Makati's ownership of the park and its significance for students' activities. He called for respectful dialogue to prevent a recurrence of Saturday's events. Approximately 100 Makati security guards were stationed to prevent Taguig personnel from entering the park. Taguig condemned what they called Makati's sabotage of the acceptance process, labeling Makati as thieves in response to the Supreme Court's resolution of the land dispute. Taguig urged Makati to open the park to Embo residents, while some group members were convened early Sunday at Makati Park to monitor the situation. International news. Trump secures party vote in 3 U.S. states, moving closer to nomination. On Saturday, Donald Trump made progress in securing the Republican Party's presidential nomination by winning internal party elections in Missouri, Michigan, and Idaho, according to the U.S. media reports. Having now emerged victorious in every state nominating contest leading up to the upcoming Super Tuesday, Trump is gaining significant momentum in the race for the Republican nomination at the party's convention in July. His success on Tuesday is anticipated to solidify his outcome. Trump is poised to face President Joe Biden in the November election, setting the stage for a rematch of their 2020 encounter. The internal elections in Missouri, Michigan, and Idaho exhibited variations in rules and highlighted internal party tensions despite Trump's considerable influence. Trump dominated in Missouri, defeating his main opponent Nikki Haley, while in Michigan he secured all 39 delegates amid party chaos. Additionally, Trump won Republican caucuses in Idaho, further strengthening his position. Entertainment. Morissette speaks out about her performance being perceived as less impressive at the event. Singer Morissette Amon has addressed the controversy surrounding her alleged disappointing performance at a recent corporate event. Responding to a now-deleted Facebook post by an event director describing her as a lacking energy and enthusiasm, Morissette, known as Asia's Phoenix, expressed disappointment at the nasty rumors. She clarified that she never met the person who started the rumor and revealed that she was unwell during the event, bedridden the day before with a fever and no voice. Morissette acknowledged performing below her best but emphasized her commitment to the show, even taking steroids to sing. She highlighted the efforts made to fulfill her commitment and face the criticism with resilience, urging everyone to prioritize self-care and avoid unnecessary negativity. Devoted fans of Taylor Swift embark on an expensive journey to attend the pop star's exclusive Southeast Asian concert. The head of Swifties Group in the Philippines, a software engineer, traveled from Manila with 17 friends, spending over $6,000 on flights, concert tickets, and accommodation to attend Taylor Swift's Eras tour in Singapore. Despite the Philippines' average annual household income being $5,482.85, Suizo, a fan since 2007, considers it the most significant amount she spent on a concert. Thousands of Swifties from Southeast Asia are converging on Singapore for the six sold-out performances, providing a much-needed boost to the economy. My bank economist Chua Hakbin estimates that 7 in 10 concert goers, possibly 300,000, will be from overseas, injecting $260 million to $372 million into the local economy. Despite controversy surrounding a grant given to Swift by the government, Singapore's concert scene has thrived since the end of pandemic lockdowns, featuring other big names like Blackpink, Coldplay, and Ed Sheeran. Sports. Jerry Yee asserts there was no ethical violation in taking the UE coaching position despite suspension. The UE Lady Warriors will compete without head coach Jerry Yee in their UAAP games as the league temporarily suspended him from the remainder of season 86 women's volleyball due to engaging in acts inconsistent with the league's objectives. Despite the suspension, Yi can still train and coach the team in non-UAAP events, and it won't impact the team's record in the UAAP Season 86 Women's Volleyball Tournament. Yi expressed disappointment with the decision, clarifying that parting ways with Adamson was mutual in June 2023. He emphasized that there was no ethical breach in accepting Yui's head coaching job and pledged to continue restoring a winning culture to the Lady Warriors despite the setback. The Lady Warriors are scheduled to face his former team, Adamson, on Sunday afternoon. In the UAAP, Layakan continues to impress as LaSalle dominates against UP. In an impressive display, Maria Layakan scored twice, leading the LaSalle University to a convincing 3-0 victory over the University of the Philippines in the UAAP Season 86 Women's Football Tournament at UP Diliman Football Stadium on Saturday. Layakan netted headers in the 8th and 80th minutes, bringing her season goal tally to 4. Coach Alvin Ocampo acknowledged Layakan's improved performance, emphasizing her emerging talent. Defender May Mendaño added LaSalle's second goal in the 25th minute, capitalizing on UP's weak set-piece defending. The Lady Booters secured their position at the top of the standings with 6 points and a goal difference of +8, aiming for a third consecutive victory against the University of Santo Tomas. Coach Ocampo expressed satisfaction with the win, highlighting the team's objective to secure the first round and advance to the final. Meanwhile, UP dropped to third place, tied with the FEU Lady Tamaraws in points, but trailing in goal difference. UP will look to bounce back against Ateneo de Manila University on March 16 at the same venue. International feature. Elon Musk initiates legal action against OpenAI, claiming a breach of the organization's mission. Elon Musk has initiated a legal action against OpenAI, the AI organization he co-founded in 2015, alleging a betrayal of its original mission. Musk, who departed OpenAI in 2018, contends in court documents filed in San Francisco that the firm was originally intended to be a non-profit entity. He claims recent changes to the board have turned OpenAI into a de facto subsidiary of Microsoft, breaching the original agreement. Musk has accused Microsoft of controlling OpenAI, and antitrust regulators are investigating these claims. Musk seeks to compel OpenAI to make its research public and prevent profit making by the organization of Microsoft. National feature: Tom Rodriguez makes a comeback on stage in the play Ibarra. After nearly 2 years away from the entertainment scene, actor and singer Tom Rodriguez is making a comeback to the stage, starring in the upcoming musical concert Ibarra, isang dulang pangkonsyerto. Rodriguez officially committed to the role of Crisostomo Ibarra, a character previously portrayed by Piolo Pascual in the 2023 production, signing a contract with Tanghalang Una Obra on February 27. Drawing the parallels between himself and the character, Rodriguez expressed enthusiasm for exploring the familiar yet changed landscape after a prolonged absence. With experience in previous stage productions including Aladdin 2012 and Grease 2013, Rodriguez is set to open Ibarra, isang dulang pangkonsierto in June, followed by a nationwide tour. Trivia: the scientific explanation behind those stunning and flawless sunsets. Sunsets that captivate with vibrant colors, particularly reds, oranges, and pinks, result from a phenomenon known as light scattering. This occurs as light rays interact with the particles in the air, altering the light's direction. The color visible in sunsets depends on the wavelengths of light and the particle size in the atmosphere. The acronym ROIGBIV reflects the order of rainbows, colors, and the visible light spectrum, with red having the longest wavelength. During sunrise and sunset, the sun's lower position leads sunlight to pass through more atmosphere, scattering light more effectively. The desirable red hues indicate a moist and particle-rich atmosphere. Factors influencing sunset quality include the time of year, atmospheric conditions, and the presence of clouds, especially high and mid-level clouds, which enhance sunset vividness. Contrary to common belief, large particles like dust and smoke can mute sunset colors by absorbing more light and scattering wavelengths uniformly. Large particles like dust and smoke can mute sunset colors by absorbing more light and scattering wavelengths uniformly. Even the perspective from an airplane can transform an ordinary sunset into a spectacular aerial display due to changes in atmospheric layers. And that was the information we got from here and abroad. Keep listening and watching. Please subscribe, follow, like, and share Pinoy Rob on YouTube channel. And thank you very much for watching Pinoy Rob News Channel Cagayan De Oro. I am asking once more to support and subscribe and turn on notifications for more updates and more info. I repeat, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.